Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a clothing haul. This is definitely one of your favourite types of videos, so I do hope you enjoy this one. There's quite a few different brands. There's Primark, Punk Rave and Black Milk Clothing, so definitely a range there in prices and also in style. So I do hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please subscribe and I will get on with the video. So I was originally gonna just do a Primark haul, but I've got some like one-off pieces from a few different places, so I thought I'd group them all into kind of a collective haul. So I got 2 items from Primark, an item from Punk Rave that's from Kate's Clothing, and then Black Milk Clothing themselves, which is an Australian brand. So quite a lot to go through. I've got 4 pieces to show you. I'll start with the Primark ones because those were the ones that I was originally gonna like do a video on. I went to a different Primark, and the Primark I went to is like a 3-story one, so it's definitely a lot bigger than like my local one. And I found these, and these are in like the new section, but I tend to find like high street shops around this time of year always have like a cozy section, and then they have the kind of party going out section where they have a lot of stuff that you could definitely style in a gothic way. So I tend to find they do a lot of things like velvet, black lace, also velvet in a bunch of different colours like black, red, green, like all of the kind of darker colours, and also leather. So there's quite a lot of like goth materials I guess in there, and Primark didn't let me down. So lately I've really been into kind of the leather look. I don't know why. I watched The Crow recently. That could be it, but I just think it looks really cool, really like trad goth and kind of villainy. So I've really been enjoying that look lately, and I actually bought a leather coat. But I kind of wanted some more like clothing pieces in leather. I used to have like a leather skirt, but I kind of outgrew it and it was quite short, so I was looking for more pieces, and I might look for a leather skirt today actually because I'm going shopping today. But I found this in Primark, and I actually put this on my Instagram story and you all went crazy for it, so I had to mention it in a video. It's basically a leather kind of pinafore dress. So with all of my clothing hauls, I'll go through like the details, the sizing, the quality, and I'll also have a try on of each piece after. Do leave any questions that you might have below and I will get back to you, but these are all kind of first impressions because I haven't worn any of these yet. Starting with this one, it's quite simplistic. So it is like a fake leather, but it's really soft. And I think before I've had like leather pieces in the past that have been really stiff and really uncomfortable, and it kind of put me off, but this kind of fake leather is really soft and very comfortable and easy to wear. So it starts off with like quite a high neck, like it does sit quite high up, and as you can see there is a huge zip in the back which literally goes down to here, so it's really easy to put on. It's sleeveless, so it doesn't have any sleeves. And then the rest of it just kind of goes down into kind of an A-line kind of style. So the waist is there with a seam line, and then it just kind of goes down. You will see it a bit better in the try on because it's a little bit hard to show. And then it's kind of got a high back to it, and again it just goes all the way back. So if I can hold it up kind of all in one. So that's kind of what it looks like. Again, you will see better in the try on section of this video. It does have a lining in the chest area, which is nice, but then the lining does kind of disappear when you get to the skirt. It's kind of just the inside of the material, but it is still really soft. This one was £13, which I thought was a really good deal for a dress like this. And I know some people think like Primark is cheapy, and I mean it kind of is because of the pricing, but I do have pieces from Killstar that have lasted me years. I still have their pajamas from like 3 years ago. I have that one ghost jumper that you might have seen probably like 6 or 7 years ago. So I do try and look after my stuff as best as possible, and I do find that things tend to last me. I do think that's a very good price for this. As I said, it's very comfortable. So I got it in a 10. I would have been between an 8 and a 10. I do think that Primark's sizing is a bit all over the place. You definitely have to kind of try some things on, because I have their cozy leggings, and in leggings I would never be like a 6 or an 8 because I have like slightly wider hips. I always pick like a 10 in anything like skirts and leggings or stuff like that. But my leggings I get from Primark are actually a 6 to 8, which is an extra small, and they fit me really well. And if I go up a size, they're too loose around the waist. So their sizing is a bit hit or miss, but this in a 10 was perfect. I was actually so shocked at how well this suits me, because although I'm wearing like kind of a tightish jumper dress today, I tend to go for things that are very flowy. I really like skater style things that like are kind of figure hugging in the chest, go in at the waist and then flare out. Those are my favourite styles of dresses and skirts. So this is quite different to what I'd usually pick because it's definitely a lot more figure hugging, but I think it's a very, very flattering piece, and it actually like brings in my waist really nicely and then like goes over my hips in a way that doesn't make them look wider. Like I think it's a really nice fit to it. Obviously it depends on what kind of shape you are, but I think this for like my body shape fits me really, really well. I was kind of surprised. I didn't actually have time to try this on in store, so I bought it and thought it's probably going to go back because I usually have a lot of issues with this kind of style. So I was really shocked at how well it kind of suited me. So I would say it's true to size ish in Primark sizing, and the quality of it, as I said, like the leather is really, really soft. The lining inside is really soft. It feels like a really nice quality, like especially for Primark. And something I loved about this piece, I'm literally going to spend 10 minutes talking about this, is how versatile it is. So I bought this thinking I could wear it over like turtleneck tops because it has like a slight gap so you would see the turtleneck. But I can do that, and I can also wear it on its own. Like it fits both ways, which is nice. I wouldn't be able to fit this over a jumper, like something like this. It wouldn't, like say if this was a top, it wouldn't go over this. But I can definitely fit it on its own long sleeve tops or those like soft turtleneck kind of thinnish tops from Primark. So I could wear this in the summer and in the winter and all of the months in between. Like it's so versatile, and it looks really cool like on its own as well. It kind of is like underworld Matrix kind of vibe, so I really thought that was cool. You could definitely make a trad goth outfit out of this, like if you put a like statement choker like this one, or if you put like one of those Killstar belts around it, like this would definitely make a cool trad goth look with like some winkle pickers. I could definitely see that. That's probably how I wear that one. But it's very versatile, and I was really pleased to find it, and I was more excited that it fit more than anything. And the zip on it is really nice. Like it's not stiff at all. Like it's really easy to get on and off. It's honestly, the zip on this is better than Disturbia and Killstar zips, so I was very pleasantly surprised by that. So that was the leather dress, and it's probably one of my favourite finds in like the high street for quite some time. Continuing with Primark, this is kind of a more basic item, but I kind of hummed and hawed about this. I was like, do I need another black and white jumper? But I'm so glad I picked this up. I think this looks really cool, and it gave me kind of Disturbia vibes. This is the jumper. It's like a checked, kind of cropped jumper, and it's just very simple. It's got like black and white squares all over it with nice long cozy sleeves. They do kind of rib at the end, which makes them really, really stretchy. And I wasn't sure about this being cropped because I either prefer like long jumpers to wear with leggings in the house, or crop jumpers I can wear with skirts when I go out, and this is definitely one of like the going out ones. So I got this in a small, and it was £12, so quite standard for a jumper. And I'm actually so glad I picked this one up because I tried it on and it fits really well. I find with jumpers, like, I know they're not supposed to be the most flattering things because they are baggier, but I love it when a jumper is like fitted in a way that still looks really flattering and is cozy. Like, I love that. That's why I love these like jumper dresses from Killstar that they don't do anymore. Why? Because they're so cozy and so flattering. So this is one of those pieces. Like, I think it looks really nice on. The kind of dropped arm thing isn't too low that it loses the shape. That's what I find with a lot of jumpers, but this one isn't too bad for that. I'm glad I got it in a size small because of the length, because it is slightly cropped, so I am glad I got it in kind of my normal size. So I'd say it is fairly true to size. The quality of it seems nice. It's really soft. I'd say sometimes the black can look a bit more like a grey because like the white's showing through, if that makes sense. That's the only thing I'd say quality wise, but from like afar you wouldn't be able to really tell. So I'd say quality wise, again, it's nice. I've had quite a few Primark jumpers, again some I've had for years and they always tend to last me. I am happy with this quality wise. I think it's a good price, and again I think this with like a nice statement choker with like a leather skirt, I feel like that would look so cool. And I also got a lot of responses to this on my story too, and if you're looking for the dress, it's like hung up in like, they have this all black section. It's kind of like office wear / going out party, so that's where that one is. And this is actually folded up on the table, and the table's like full of all these like 70s style brightly coloured jumpers, and this is in with it. So if you're looking to find this one, that's where it is. Those were the two Primark pieces, definitely the most affordable in this haul. Next I will go on to the Punk Rave item. So I actually bought this from Kate's Clothing. I am an affiliate with Kate's Clothing, so if you use my code simply_spooky, I think it's still valid for 30% off, because I tried it the other day and it still gave 30%. So I definitely use it sooner rather than later, because I know it's going to go down to 15% in the future. So I'll leave it on the screen for you here. I do get a percentage of that sale, so if you use the link or the code, I do get a percentage back because it's an affiliate link, just to be upfront and clear. But that does help me out and help my channel out, so thank you so much if you do use that code. The company for the dress is called Punk Rave, and it's called the Punk Rave Pixie Dress Black and Red, and I got this in a medium / large, which is a UK 10 to 12. Punk Rave runs really small, so I usually get a medium in Punk Rave, and this dress is beautiful. If you love like a vampire aesthetic, this is the one for you. This dress is beautiful. I saw this in like the new arrivals. I was like, I need it. And they do two variations of this. It's got these kind of thickish velvet straps, like all the dress is velvet. And it starts off with this kind of, I know it looks purple, but it's like a black purple. It's looking very plum on camera, but it is like darker in person. And then it kind of goes in at the waist and says The Night. Not sure why, but it does look very cool in this kind of font with a sword and a rose. And then it goes down into the skirt. Also, what I like about this waist bit is it kind of resembles a corset because it points down in the middle of it. And then the skirt goes from this kind of deep purpley black to red in a gradient, which is really pretty. So here's like the waist, and then it kind of goes down like that. And this gradient is so pretty. Like, it's a really nice gradual gradient, and it ends with this kind of pinky bright red. It's a really gorgeous dress. And then on the back, the straps actually cross, So it would kind of sit like this on your back. Again, you'll see better in the try on. And then all the inside material is red. So that's kind of what it looks like. I'd say it fits really well. If anything, it's a little bit on the bigger side, but the waist fits really well. I'd say it's mainly, I think it was the chest and maybe the straps. I do wish this had adjustable straps because it doesn't, and I think that that would have made it fit a little bit better. I think because it's the crossback they didn't do that, but I do think that would have helped. Then I'd be able to just adjust it a little bit and make it fit me a little bit better, but it does fit well. And I wouldn't change the sizing or anything. It's also quite a longer dress than I thought it would be, but I think it would look really pretty with the hot chocolate design vampire heels that I have. I think that would be a really pretty and like elegant vampy kind of look. I think it would also look really nice with like a leather jacket. Like you could definitely style this quite a few different ways, but it's definitely more of like an elegant dress rather than a casual one. Price wise, it doesn't have it on my receipt. I think I got 30% off, either using my code or using like Heavy Metal Mama's code. So I did get 30% off of this dress. I think it was like 60 to begin with, and I got it for 40 something. And that means I got free shipping as well, so that was good. So overall, I am really happy with this. I think it's a really pretty dress. There's just like a few things. I probably like the adjustable straps, as I mentioned. It does look black in the product photos when it is actually like a, I mean, it looks black in some lights, but it definitely has that hint of purple to it. So I probably would have preferred a black going into a red rather than this like purpley colour. So I'd say that's another thing, and also I wish it was probably a little bit shorter. I think there's just a few things about it that I would change ideally, but I still really like it. I think the quality of it is nice. It's not the thickest dress in the world, but the velvet used is really soft. So I am overall really pleased with it. And they also do this dress in reverse, so you can have all of like the bright red on the chest and the straps, and then it does a gradient into black. I'll put a photo on the screen so you can see a little bit better, but I think this dress is very gorgeous, and as I said, if you love a vampire aesthetic, this is for you. And the last piece actually arrived yesterday, and I'm so pleased I got this. So I think I mentioned in quite a few videos ago now that I was looking for a Krampus top, and they just seem to be impossible to find in the UK without them being quite generic. Like I really wanted like a cute but creepy Krampus, and I find that that's very hard to find. I actually did a Krampus necklace this year to kind of fill that gap of creepy cute Krampus, and I did keep one of those for myself because I really liked my design. But I don't do clothing, unfortunately, maybe in the future. But I was looking for something with Krampus on, and there's so many American shops that I really wanted to buy from, but it's very expensive. But I ended up going internationally anyway, and I went back to Black Milk Clothing because I saw this top come out and it was in their limited edition range, and I thought, oh, it's gonna be too much, because in Australian dollars, it's Australian dollars? I don't know what it is. In Australian money, it's like 110, and that put me off straight away, but I kind of forgot that in pounds it would go like down a lot, but you still have VAT and shipping, I think, as well. So overall, I think I paid around £60 for this, which is definitely more than I would usually pay for a top, but as it is from Australia with VAT and shipping, I felt like that wasn't too bad. And I'm so pleased I got it, because as soon as I saw it release, I couldn't get it out of my head and I kept thinking about it. And then I went back at the end and they literally only had, I think, a large or an extra small. And I thought, I'm just gonna have to risk the extra small, and honestly this is massive. So I'm very glad I didn't get any size bigger, because I asked like my parents, like, what size would you think this is, and they both said a medium or a large. and it's an extra small, so very oversized for this one, and it fits me like a small or a medium would. Sizing isn't the most accurate on this, but I'm kind of glad because it was the last size. And this is a Krampus long sleeve top. It has a crew neckline here, and then the sleeves on it are actually quite big. They're actually very wide, and on one sleeve it says black milk. It's kind of a bit difficult to see, but it does say like black milk going down this sleeve, and then on the other sleeve it says Krampus which looks like this. I feel like whenever you say Krampus, you can't just say it casually, you have to be like Krampus. So yeah, it does say that on the other sleeve. The back is plain, which I'm not too worried about. It's just plain black. And then this design is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my favorite Krampus designs I have seen. Like it just was exactly what I was looking for. I also wanted the Krampus top to have red on it because it is Christmas and I love red at Christmas. So this was just perfect. So the design of this is he's in like a kind of ornate frame almost. He's got long horns, his classic long pointy tongue. He's got his barrel to put the children in. He's got his sticks there. My battery just died, and I think I was showing you the Krampus design, and the design takes up like almost the whole front of the top, which is really nice. So it kind of reminds me of the Disturbia top. I actually have a like vampire, I think it's called Transylvania top, and it's like got this castle on the front and then it's got writing down each sleeve. It's just a really cool design and I love that style, and this is kind of exactly that. I was really happy with this, and to prove it is an extra small, or extra small, that is the tag. So a very big top. And it's definitely oversized on me, and quality wise I think it's nice. I think it's a very soft material. However, something that I don't like that they did with the red dress is it actually has a white lining inside. I don't know if that's because some of this design is white, so I think the whole design has actually been printed on white material. I think that's how they've got like the red and all of the white, because it's not like a screen printed thing like the Disturbia top. I think this top was actually white to begin with and it's all been like dyed black or printed black or something, because this is a very smooth print. It's not, as I said, like a screen print where you can like feel the ink on it. That's my only kind of thing, because when this stretches, I'll show you the back of it, but as it stretches it turns white, which is a little bit annoying, but I mean I won't be stretching it because it is that oversized. So I could definitely wear this with leggings, and I'm sure I could wear this with a skirt as well. So I am overall really pleased that I got it, but as I said, the only thing I don't like is that kind of white that shows through when it stretches. I just think it kind of ruins the design of it. I think that's how they make their stuff in Australia though, because both this and the red dress that I hauled in my last Black Milk clothing haul were made in Australia, and the pumpkin dress was designed in Australia and made in China. So it seems to be that the stuff made in Australia is all printed on this white material, which honestly just isn't my favourite. So yeah, that's my only criticism for this, but I'm still really glad I got it. I love this print, and yeah, I can't wait to wear it, and I'm so happy it arrived like in time for Christmas. Like, I'm filming today, which is the 14th, so I definitely have at least like 2 weeks of wear out of this, and I'll probably wear it after too. And it arrived quite quickly considering it came from Australia. is everything. So definitely the price range there. We got Primark to Black Milk Clothing. Don't forget to use my Kate's Clothing code. Again, I'll put it on the screen for you there. As I said, it gives you 30% off at the moment. It can also be used on Hot Chocolate Design, Killstar, Punk Rave, Dark in Love, Radioactive Unicorn, all of the brands that I've recommended a lot here on my channel. So yeah, definitely save yourself some money. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you some inspiration of where to find some clothes, especially if you're lacking inspiration or just needing some like kind of cool cheaper clothes from like Primark and things. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Do like and subscribe if you did. If you did like this video, I have a whole bunch of other clothing hauls which I'm sure you will like from a variety of different brands, so do check out my playlist. I will link it in the eye for you, and it also should just be under playlists on my channel, so you can go and binge watch a few of those. If I don't film before Christmas, I hope you all have a really lovely Christmas. I'm not sure when I'm putting this video up, but I'm sure it will be before Christmas. So yeah, do have a lovely Christmas, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.